Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hi, my name is Chloe Larabee, and today I'm going to be dissecting a sheep brain. On the very top of the sheep brain, the first layer is the dura mater, and then once you peel that back, you have the cerebrum and the cerebellum, and on the very top of the cerebrum, we have the outer layer called the cerebral cortex, and these bumpy grooves right here are called gyra, and the shallow grooves here are called the sulci. It is divided into the right and left hemispheres. At the front of the cerebrum, we have the frontal lobes, and then the temporal lobes on each side, and the parietal lobes on each side, and then the occipital lobes on each side. And right down the center of the brain, we have the longitudinal fissure, and then the back, separating the cerebrum and the cerebellum, is the transverse fissure. And then on the bottom of the cerebellum, we have the brainstem, which is divided into the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla oblongata, which tapers off into the spinal cord. And then on the bottom of the brain, we have the pituitary gland, which is connected by the infundibulum, which is this little piece right here. And then the two optic nerves, which are connected by the optic chiasm. And then we have the olfactory bulbs, which stick out right here. And then if you look in between the cerebrum and the cerebellum, we have the superior colliculi and then the inferior colliculi. And then if you look inside the brain, you can also see the superior colliculi and the inferior colliculi. And then on the internal structures of the brain, we have the corpus callosum. And then on either side of the brain, we have the lateral ventricles, which make the first and second ventricles. And then below that, we have the fornix. And then we have the third ventricle right here and the fourth one down here. And then we have the pineal gland right here. And then the thalamus is this little circle right here. And right below that, we have the hypothalamus. On the cerebellum, we have the arbor vitae, which is this tree-like structure right here, which is also called white matter, and this being the gray matter. And then if you do a transverse cut of the frontal lobe of the brain, on the cerebrum, we have gray matter and white matter also. The end.